Welcome to Kev's Quizzes. In this quiz, you'll face 100 general knowledge questions. But there's one twist. Every answer starts with the letter B. So test yourself, have fun, and good luck. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss any new quizzes. Question 1. What is the currency of Thailand? It's the baht. And question 2. Into which body of water does the river Danube flow? It flows into the Black Sea. Question 3. Leonard Hofstadter is a character of which TV show? You would find him on The Big Bang Theory. Question 4. Associated with New Orleans, what is the name of the French deep-fried pillowy pastry? The pastry is called beignets. Next is question 5. Lewis Wilson was the first actor to play which comic book character? He was the first actor to play Batman on screen in 1943. Question 6. What fast-growing plant is a type of grass and is famously eaten by giant pandas? That's bamboo. Question 7. The Tripitaka are the holy books of what religion? They are the holy books of Buddhism. And question 8. What is the most populous country in South America? It's Brazil. Question 9. Which sea is bordered by Turkey, Bulgaria, and Romania? That's the Black Sea. On to question 10. Which Caribbean country's flag features a sinking ship? It's on the flag of Bermuda. Question 11. The country of Brunei lies on which island? It's located on the island of Borneo. Question 12. Which is the only mammal capable of true sustained flight? It's the bat. Question 13. Carbonade flamande is the national dish of which European country? It's the national dish of Belgium. Next is question 14. What was Charlotte's, the author of Wuthering Heights, surname? Her surname is Bronte. Question 15. What is the basic unit used to measure digital information? A bit is the basic unit used to measure digital information. Question 16. What is the lowest rank in British peerage? The lowest rank is Baron. And question 17. Which famous composer wrote Symphony No. 5 and went deaf later in life? That was Beethoven. Question 18. Which root vegetable is the main ingredient in borscht? That is beetroot. Question 19. What was the name of the infamous prison in Paris that was stormed during the French Revolution? The prison is the Bastille. Question 20. Which sport uses a shuttlecock and rackets? That's badminton. Question 21. What is the term for a secure area or cell on a ship where prisoners or misbehaving crew members are confined? The answer is brig. Question 22. What instrument is used to measure atmospheric pressure? A barometer. Question 23. What do you call a place where beer is made? It's a brewery. And question 24. In Hinduism, the Trimurti consists of Shiva, Vishnu, and who else? Brahma completes the Hindu Trimurti. Question 25. La Paz is the capital city of which country? It is a capital of Bolivia. Question 26. In the cartoons, what breed of dog is Snoopy? Snoopy is a beagle. Question 27. What fruit is used to make the liqueur crème de cassis? Black currant is the fruit used to make this liqueur. Next, question 28. Which group of brothers are famous for their disco hits like Stayin' Alive? That's the Bee Gees. Question 29. What colour is a polar bear's skin? A polar bear's skin is black, hidden under white fur. Question 30. In Norse mythology, what was the name of the bridge linking Asgard, the realm of the gods, with Earth? It's the Rainbow Bridge known as Bifrost. Question 31. Which supervillain appears the most in the James Bond movies and novels? It's Blofeld. And question 32. With which period in music do we associate composers such as Bach, Handel, and Vivaldi? All those brilliant composers belong to the Baroque period. Question 33. What is the capital of Northern Ireland? It's Belfast. Next is question 34. What scale is used to measure wind speed? The Beaufort scale measures wind speed. Question 35. What is the name of the base 2 numbering system that uses only the digits 0 and 1? It's called binary. Question 36. What insects are collected and studied by a lepidopterist? They study and collect butterflies. Question 37. In London, what is the name of the bell inside Elizabeth Tower? It's Big Ben. Question 38. What do you call a large flat boat used for transporting goods on rivers? It's called a barge. Question 39. What winter sport combines cross-country skiing with rifle shooting? Biathlon is the correct answer. Now question 40. In medicine, what do you call a growth that is not harmful in effect? That would be benign. Question 41. What name is given to the heavy material used to stabilize a ship? Ballast helps stabilize a ship. Question 42. What music genre is the girl from Ipanema most famously associated with? The music genre is the bossa nova. Question 43. Cockchie, spirilla and streptococcus are all types of what? They are all types of bacteria. Question 44. What do you call a regularly updated website where someone posts articles in chronological order? It's called a blog. And question 45. What scientific term applies to cows, oxen, bison and buffalo? The term is bovines. Question 46. What medical procedure involves removing a small tissue sample for examination? That's called a biopsy. Question 47. Walter White is a central character in which TV drama series? Breaking Bad. Now it's question 48. In computing, what does the B stand for in BIOS? It stands for basic. Question 49. In the Shakespeare play, the ghost of which character haunts Macbeth? The ghost is Banquo. Question 50. In the DC universe, who is the Caped Crusader of Gotham City? That's Batman. You've made it to the halfway point. If you're liking the quiz, give that like button a click. And question 51. One of the world's ancient wonders, the Hanging Gardens, was found in what city? That's Babylon. Question 52. A group of what animals is called a kaleidoscope? A group of butterflies. Question 53. Sherlock Holmes lived at 221B on which street? Baker Street, London. Question 54. In the British Army, what is the one-star officer rank above Colonel and below Major General? The rank is Brigadier. Question 55. At which battle did the famous charge of the Light Brigade take place? The Battle of Balaclava in the Crimean War. Next is question 56. What green woolen material is used as cover on a snooker table? The green woolen material is called baize. Question 57. What is the name given to the fortified gateway of a castle? It is called a barbican. Question 58. Known for its crusty exterior, what is the famous long, thin French bread loaves called? They are called baguettes. And question 59. What is the capital city of Lebanon? The capital city is Beirut. Question 60. In which field are the terms monocotyledon and dicotyledon are used? Both of these terms are used in botany. And question 61. Which element has the symbol Be? It's the element beryllium. Question 62. What animals were dachshund dogs originally bred to hunt? They were bred to hunt badgers. Question 63. What Latin law term means in good faith or genuine, as in sincere intent or a real transaction? The Latin law term is bona fide. Question 64. In 1967, what new driving safety measure was introduced in the United Kingdom? In 1967, the UK introduced the breathalyzer. Now it's question 65. In New York City, the 5 major administrative divisions are known as what? They are known as boroughs. Question 66. Which country has a larger land area, Belgium or Botswana? Botswana is much larger. Question 67. What bathroom fixture is used to wash yourself with a stream of water after using the toilet? That's a bidet. And question 68. Which historical event happened earlier, the Boston Tea Party or the Battle of Waterloo? The Boston Tea Party came first in 1773. Question 69. In Marxist theory, what class owns the means of production under capitalism? That's the bourgeoisie. This is question 70. What is the name of a blunt, thick needle used for sewing with heavy thread or tape? It's called a bodkin. Question 71. What term refers to the walled outer courtyard of a medieval castle, often divided into an inner and outer section? This is called a bailey. Question 72. What is primarily produced and sold at a French boulangerie? That's bread. And question 73, which is Britain's largest native carnivore? It is the badger. Question 74. What do you call a book that tells the true life story of a person written by someone else? That is called a biography. Question 75. What sweet dish is made with filo pastry filled with chopped nuts and honey? That is baklava. Question 76. What name was given to the Eastern Roman Empire centered on Constantinople? The name is Byzantine. Question 77. For which game would you win the Plimpton Cup? You would win the Plimpton Cup for playing backgammon. Question 78. What form of stage show is known for comedic striptease elements and glamorous variety acts? The stage show is burlesque. And question 79. The collective name for a group of ferrets is what? They are known collectively as a business. Question 80. What do you call a list of the books referred to in a scholarly work typically printed as an appendix? That's a bibliography. Question 81. Did you know only two elements are liquid at room temperature, mercury and which other? The other element is bromine. Question 82. A flitch is another name for a side of which meat? That's bacon. Question 83. What is catalogued under the Dewey Decimal System? Books are catalogued using the Dewey Decimal System. Now it's question 84. In what Jane Fonda film is Duran Duran the villain? The Jane Fonda film is Barbarella. Question 85. What kind of apes inhabit the Rock of Gibraltar? They are Barbary apes. Question 86. Who starred in Roger Vadim's film And God Created Woman? That was Brigitte Bardot. Question 87. Which Michael Jackson song could also refer to a famous tennis star? Billie Jean is both the Michael Jackson song and name of the tennis legend Billie Jean King. Question 88. To what section of an orchestra does a tuba belong? The tuba belongs to the brass section. Question 89. Henry McCarty, alias William H. Bonney, was the real name of which Wild West outlaw? That was Billy the Kid. Question 90. The Clifton Suspension Bridge is associated with which English city? The English city is Bristol. Question 91. Which male vocal range is pitched between tenor and bass? Between tenor and bass is baritone. And question 92. Of what is ornithology the study of? It's the study of birds. Question 93. Where in the body would you find a bet cell? It's in your head, as it's the primary motor cortex of the brain. Question 94. Which actress dies in the opening scene of the movie Scream? That's Drew Barrymore. Question 95. What nomadic Arabic group has roast camels served at their feasts on special occasions? That's the Bedouins. Question 96. Calvados or apple brandy and Dubonnet form a cocktail which shares a name with what car manufacturer? They share their name with Bentley. Question 97. What is the capital city of Romania? That would be Bucharest. Question 98. What is the highest mountain in Scotland? It's Ben Nevis. Nearly there, it's question 99. The Veyron, Chiron and Mistral are models by which car brand manufacturer? They are made by Bugatti. Question 100. Which European city is home to the Atomium? It's located in Brussels. That's it, all 100 questions and answers. What was your score? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed today's quiz, please leave a like and consider subscribing. But above all, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next quiz.